Did you know that it is estimated in 2050 there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish? After doing extensive research on our oceans and how we pollute them every day, it is truly scary to realize the extent of this problem. Our oceans are at risk if we do not limit or fix our plastic pollution. Our future generations will not experience the same oceans as we do today. First, we will discuss the problem and how individuals are impacted in a negative way. Second, we will discuss the cause and what factors contribute to the problem. And finally, we will discuss in which some ways the problem can be solved. The first problem is this is personal. Every individual, whether they realize it or not, is being affected by plastic pollution. There are garbage islands that have been created by our plastic use. According to Clayton Mark, there is a region of floating trash in the Pacific Ocean that is double the size of Texas. If we reduce or replace plastic use with some sort of alternative, these floating trash piles will not be a problem. It is not just humans that are affected by this pollution. The ocean itself is most importantly affected. This quote from Plastic Waste Associated with Disease on Coral Reefs states, "Structurally complex corals are 8 times more likely to be affected by plastic, suggesting that microhabitants for reef-associated organisms and valuable fisheries will be disproportionately affected." This acts in a domino effect. So when one organism suffers, another organism will suffer as well. So now that we have discussed the problem, what causes contribute to this issue? So the first cause is we generate an excessive amount of plastic and we do not dispose of it properly. Humans have generated 8.3 billion metric tons of plastic since 1950, and more than half of that has ended up in landfills or as pollution in the environment, according to the UN in the article Tackles Plastic in Oceans. Even though we have these landfills, they are not containing all of the material. Pollution still occurs within our environment and it affects almost all organisms. Since plastic is decomposable, we need to make it our job to help fix this problem. And this is the second cause. It takes 450 years for a plastic bottle to fully biodegrade, and there are around 12.7 million tons of plastic entering the ocean each year, according to the article How to Give Up Plastic. At this rate, the problem cannot last for long, and it will only continue to get worse. Now that we have gone over the problem and the cause, what is the solution? This is the third point, and how can people help this cause? The government should set forth regulations on commercial and civilian plastic usage. If regulations were set, people would have to abide by them and find other alternative materials to use instead of plastic. The article Plastic Soup highlights a diverse array of projects to curb plastic waste and raise awareness, from plastic-free grocery stores to innovative laws and art installations. This article helps find some other alternatives to plastic use. Also, it recognizes that innovative laws are a good idea. The second solution. There have been companies that have made it their goal to clean up plastic within their oceans. One group that is specific focuses on a massive garbage patch island named the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The Ocean Cleanup, a nonprofit group trying to address plastic pollution with technology to test a free-floating system to collect marine debris from the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, according to the article Seaworthy Plastics. Anyone is able to go onto the Ocean Cleanup website and donate to this cause. They claim to be able to clean up nearly 100,000 pounds of plastic per day. And they do this continually, and they've been doing this for years. Overall, this is a large-scale problem, and it affects many organisms, including us. We need to make it our focus, and we need to make it our main goal to look for the best solution for this problem. There will be more plastic within our oceans than fish if we do not take action.